Λοιπόν, χαίρετε. Είμαστε λίγο μαγκωμένοι για αρχή, γιατί τσιμπιόμαστε με τον Μιχάλη, δεν ξέρουμε να το πιστέψουμε ή όχι. Μαζί μας είναι ο κύριος Πιερίκ Πουπέ, ο οποίος είναι ο προπονητής, ο head coach της Ασβέλ, της Βιλερμπάν. Μιχάλη, να είσαι καλά, αγόρι μου, που έκανες τα κατάλληλα κουμάντα, όπως πάντα.
Ξέρεις τι γίνεται, Θανάση και φίλοι. Εγώ κάνω τις προσεγγίσεις μου, ρε παιδί μου, κάνω τις επαφές μου τέλος πάντων. Δεν έχει να κάνει με μένα, έχει να κάνει με αυτούς τους ανθρώπους οι οποίοι μας τιμούν απεριόριστα με την παρουσία τους, άρα είναι σε αυτούς η μπάλα, όχι σε μένα. Άρα μάλλον κάτι κάνουμε καλά και εμείς σίγουρα,
Έτσι.
αλλά σε κάθε περίπτωση είμαστε υπερήφανοι. Coach Πουπέ, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being with us and accepting our invitation.
No problem.
So, talk to us about your coaching experience in the EuroLeague. This is our first question. Uh, I saw that you are younger than me. I'm 42 years old. You are 41 or something like that. Okay. And
40.
40. Oh, okay. That's worse for me. And you have to go every week against very big and very well-respected coaches, such as Željko, Ettore Messina, or Bartzokas Ataman here in Greece. So what is your mindset going in games against these people? Are you afraid from like a human being against so big coaches? Are you a bit afraid, or it is just a job that has to be done?
Uh, Not afraid at all. If not, I think I would have to quit and tell somebody else to get my job if I was afraid. I think being scared is the worst thing ever. You have to be on what I call alert mode, which is a lot of respect for the coaches I get to compete against. Of course, I have a lot of respect for them. Of course, I'm being real humble. Like I said before we started the season, I'm a EuroLeague coach today, but honestly, I don't even feel like I'm one of them. You know, it takes a lot more than one EuroLeague experience to be compared as such big names like you just mentioned. So I'm not scared. I try to do my best. Of course, we all depend on the players' performance. So I try to put my players in the best conditions possible so they can perform. And every win is a great win for us. I think every EuroLeague team should have this mindset, but especially with the budget we have to be humble and ambitious at the same time. Not just me, but this entire organization. So I don't take things for granted. I feel blessed to be able to be part of this competition, which is so big. So I try to enjoy every single moment of it. You know, being a EuroLeague coach is not given to everybody, so I try to enjoy it as much as I can and be very respectful for this opportunity that I'm given.
Mhm.
Okay.
What about, Θανάση, what
Ελεύθερο,
about
Μιχάλη.
our guy? What do you think about Vasilis Panoulis as a coach? He and you are two young and very talented coaches in the same league.
I have a lot of respect for Coach Panoulis. We got to compete a couple of days ago, 2 days ago.
Mhm.
He ended up winning against us. We messed up the game, and unfortunately for them, yesterday they lost in the Leaders Cup finals. I think we both have um, to handle different situations, but he has big names, and it's not easy to handle this. They have big expectations over there in Monaco. He has to win everything. But honestly, he's been doing a great job as far as keeping everybody together. He brought that winning mentality in. I think he's very demanding with his players, and so far from what I see and what I heard, he's been doing very good.
Okay, what about your team? You have a great mixture of veterans such as Nando De Colo and Geoffrey Loverne, but also and Tariq Black, who was playing for Olympiacos some years ago, but also some very young, talented guys.
Yeah.
The star player in all this mixture appears to be Theo Maledon. What is your opinion of your team? I think you have surprised positively many people here in the EuroLeague.
Okay. First of all, if we surprise people, it's good, but it's not enough. And I want my players to understand that We'll have a look at the season when it's over, not now, because
Mhm.
the season is far from being over. I want us to compete in EuroLeague, and every single game that we get to play, we have to start it like it's gonna be the last one for everybody. That's my mentality. That's my mindset. I just told you that I feel really blessed to be part of this competition. I want to enjoy every single moment of it. So good if we surprise, but we have to do more. Um, I don't know if it's the perfect mixture, if it's a great mixture of experience and young talent, but we did our best. We had players on the contract, and I feel blessed also to be able to coach Nando De Colo. Honestly, he's a special human being, of course, EuroLeague superstar, and he acts like he just started playing basketball. So he's still starving for success, starving for wins, and on a daily basis, he has crazy routines. So he stays in good shape, and he wants to compete every game. So we built a lot from this Nando mentality, and I try to take even more from him to help the young players develop. I think he's been great mentoring the young guys, especially Theo Maledon that you just mentioned. I don't see Theo as a star. I don't think there's besides Nando, I don't think we have stars. And I don't like this stars thing. For example, to name somebody in one of your teams in Greece, Evan Fournier could be a superstar, but he acts like he just started playing basketball. I think this is the way we have to approach things, being humble and ready to compete every day. I'm a big Evan Fournier fan, for example, and I love his mentality. I would like my players to get things from him because also he's a great French player. So I try to push my young guys, such as, um, of course, Theo, but also Melvin Ajinça, even Neil Sacco, a little older, but he's just starting playing in EuroLeague. So I would like them to improve even more. But that's the thing with us. We have experienced players or very experienced players, as you said, but the guys are a little older, so we have to take care of them also so they stay fresh for both competitions, the domestic league and the EuroLeague. And we also have young players who are developing. So we have a bunch of rookies in EuroLeague, which is not easy because, as you guys know, it's a tough league to play since you play 2, 3 games a week. When you play back to back to back, can be on the road for your body to understand what it takes. It also takes time. It's not easy. And then you have the basketball part. So these guys need to understand. I'm asking them to improve faster than maybe the average guy because we need them. We don't have a long roster. We have experienced players also as David Lighty, Charles Kahudi, but these guys, they cannot play every game a lot of minutes. So we try to get the best from the youngness and also the experience part of the players.
Mhm.
Okay. Tell us about your opinion about the other teams, especially the Greek ones. I think the EuroLeague is very competitive this year. Many teams are getting involved in the play-in, playoffs race.
Yeah.
What do you think about other teams? Have you got any team that has been exceptional to your opinion?
I think Olympiacos has been the most solid one, let me say. They lost a couple games, but you can tell that they're improving. Even when they lost or they're always improving. It's like a machine. They're trying to move forward always. And to me, this is high level mentality. They also built this for years, and adding pieces like Evan Fournier is
Mhm.
just taking them to another level because he can do a difference by himself. So now they have Vesenkov, they have Fournier, and a solid base with the same players they've been having for years. So I would say they're the most solid. They impressed me every time I get to watch them. For example, the game they played against Paris was impressive. They started so well and they ended well. To me, it was a very good game to watch. And also I would say that Pana on a good day can really be good. They can be a great team because they have a lot of talent. But I would say Olympiacos is the most solid, but you never know with Pana and Coach Ataman, they have so much talent that you never know how it's gonna end up. I would say those are the two best teams in my opinion to compete at the end.
Okay. Μιχάλη, ρωτάω ένα ακόμα και αν θες ρωτάς και εσύ κάτι και να
Πάμε.
το
Οκ.
αφήσουμε.
Okay.
I want to ask you about the Final Four format. Many people think it is the best. I'm of the same opinion. I like the Final Four format because there is the element of surprise and unexpected. What about you? Do you think a series would be better or the Final Four format should remain as it is?
I think it should remain as it is. Honestly, I would love to be part of this one day. It's like a dream. The Final Four is something special. I mean, I grew up watching Final Fours. It would be weird to change it. And also, we play so many games during the season that imagine if we had to add another 8 to 10 games because of series. I mean, it would make no sense to do it in 3 games. In my opinion, if you add series, it has to go like the NBA type. So it's 5 or 7. So that's a lot of games. I think the Final Four is an unbelievable atmosphere. It's a great challenge. It's a great goal for those teams to get. So I wouldn't change it.
Okay.
Μιχάλη, ρωτάμε κάτι άλλο ή φεύγουμε?
Yes, maybe a last question about French basketball in general. French basketball passes from the era of major players, I mean as units, to that of major teams. Will this be ongoing or just temporary?
That's a good question. I have no idea. Um, I think we have, first of all, we have great players. The French players are recognized now worldwide in the NBA, in the EuroLeague. Every EuroLeague team has a good, not everybody, but a lot of teams have one key players, which is French. So this is one good image already from, French basketball. As long as we keep a lot of them, as we're trying to do, we got back Theo Maledon. Now we have Nando, we have Geoffrey Laverne, we have Melvin Aginsa developing, Neil Sacco. So we have a lot of French guys. I could name Nadir Rifi in Paris. There's a bunch of good players that if we have the chance to keep in our championship, then we can get results. Because I think coaches, the developing young players in France are doing a great job. So this could be one of the keys. And then, of course, it all depends on the financial development, the financial aspects. Monaco has big budget. They can, sign pretty much who they want. So I believe they can, as long as they have this kind of money to develop the team, the organization, they can stay on top. I think Paris did a great job also developing everything, the market being a brand, making Paris a brand, Paris Basket. And I think as well, we on a different level, but we've been here for longer than these teams. For us, it's all about developing French players and trying to have, good signatures during the summer. So I don't know about us, but I believe having Monaco and Paris is going to help us only stay on top because we're trying to, chase them. Now they're growing up so fast that we're trying to grow also. Antonio, of course, our president and owner, of course, he always wants to be on top. So I hope that for French basketball, these 3 teams can stay on top. We'll see. It depends on a lot of things, but of course, the financial aspects will be key.
Okay. Thank you, coach, very much. It has been a pleasure and honor to have you with us.
You're welcome.
Take care, stay safe, and of course, best of success for you and your team. Thank you. Να είστε καλά και εσείς που μας παρακολουθήσατε. Καλή συνέχεια σε ό,τι και αν κάνετε. Γεια χαρά.